Hey students, this video goes over the 7 novels that you can choose from for our Lit Circles. We start at the top with 4.5 on the AR level, and then it climbs from there to our last one being level 6 in AR, okay? So as we go through each one, this paper students use to write ideas about what they thought of the novel, or they may have used this scale to determine which one they were most interested in, so that by the time we talked about all 7, they were ready to rank them and tell me what their first choice, their second choice, and their third choice was. So you can either find this paper digitally on Canvas, or you can just get a piece of paper at home or open up a Google Doc to take your notes, okay? So the first one we're going to talk about, Book A, is Number the Stars by Lois Lowry. We have 2 different covers, 2 different publications. You see that it has won the John Newbery Medal. This is this award is given to books that are really fantastic for young adults. Many people have read this book and said this is an awesome book for young adults. So this one is 4.5, level 4.5. It has 137 pages in it, and it is worth 4 AR points, okay? So, Number the Stars. It says, it is 1943, and for Anne Marie Johansson, life in Copenhagen is a complicated mix of ordinary home and school time, food shortages, and the constant presence of Nazi soldiers. Bravery seems a vague virtue, one possessed by dragon-slaying knights in the bedtime story she tells her younger sister, Kirsty. As the German troops begin their campaign to relocate all the Jews of Denmark, the Johanssons take in Anne-Marie's best friend, Ellen Rosen, and pretend she's part of the family. The girls live like sisters, until it becomes clear something more needs to be done to save Ellen, her family, and the Jews of Denmark. In this tale of an entire nation's heroism, the story of the Danish resistance and their plan to smuggle the entire Jewish population of Denmark, nearly 7,000 people, across the sea to Sweden, is told with pride and hope through one young girl's eyes. So this is 2 female protagonists looking at World War II. And if that interests you, you can put a 3 or a 4. Somewhat interested is a 2. Not interested may not be your thing. You'd put a 1. Okay? And please pause for as much time as you need, otherwise I'm going to keep going. Book B is called Bridge to Terabithia. This is generally read in 5th grade, though I understand 5th grade did not read it last year for whatever reason, all the coming back from COVID reasons. This is also an award-winning book, the John Newbery Medal. So the Bridge to Terabithia, it is 4.6 level. It has 128 pages and is 5 points. And again, the audio is on YouTube. This one says, Jess Aaron's greatest ambition is to be the fastest runner in the 5th grade. He's been practicing all summer and can't wait to see his classmates' face when he beats them all. But on the first day of school, a new kid, a new girl, boldly crossing over to the boys' side of the playground, outruns everyone. That's not a very promising beginning for a friendship, but Jess and Leslie Burke become inseparable. It doesn't matter to Jess that Leslie dresses funny or that her family has a lot of money but no TV. Leslie has imagination. Together, she and Jess create Terabithia, a magical kingdom in the woods where the 2 of them reign as king and queen, and their imaginations set the only limits. Then one morning, a terrible tragedy occurs. Only when Jess is able to come to grips with this tragedy does he finally understand the strength and courage Leslie has given him. So this book, both a male and a female protagonist, it starts out as some realistic fiction, but then it also has some fantasy that ties in with it as well. So please write your comments, your thoughts about Book B. Book C is called A Long Walk to Water. This book is AR level 5. It is worth 3 points, and it is 115 pages, making it the thinnest book of our selection. On the back, it says, Naya goes to the pond to fetch water for her family. She walks 8 hours every day, so 4 hours from her house to the well, and then 4 hours back. Salva walks away from his war-torn village. He is a lost boy refugee, destined to cover Africa on foot, searching for his family and safety. 2 young people, 2 stories. 1 country, Sudan. This mesmerizing dual narrative follows 2 threads, one unfolding in 2008 and one in 1985, with one hopeful message. that even in a troubled country, determined survivors may find the future they are hoping for. So even though it is the smallest page limit, this one has something slightly more complex than others do. This one comes from 2 different stories, so each chapter bounces back and forth between the 2 narratives, and eventually, in the end, they come together, and you see how Naya and Salva, though they come from very different eras, what they have in common with each other, how they connect. Salva is a real person. This is based on his experience, his history, and what he does today to help the people in Africa after his experience.